Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, we got two videos to edit. I want to edit them. I may end up editing them and sending them off tomorrow after my VA appointment tomorrow. I hope that y'all enjoy. Let's go ahead and get this party started. And I hope y'all enjoy. Hold on. I wanted to show y'all something. Hold on, let me show it to y'all.
At the beginning,
Y'all be the judge of what y'all think. And then we'll move forward to editing the video.
I didn't know what I was going to do. Then through my path here at Bellevue College, I understood that I really love doing marketing too.
Mr. President, thank you so much for taking my question. President Biden has said that he would respond if cyber attacks from Russia do not stop. I'm curious, what did he tell you? Did he make any threats? And a quick follow-up, if I may, sir. The list of your political opponents who are dead, prisoned, or jailed is long. Alexei Navalny's organization calls for free and fair elections, an end to corruption. But Russia has outlawed that organization, calling it extremist. And you have now prevented anyone who supports him to run for office. So my question is, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Значит, еще раз повторю то, что уже сказал.
Well, let me just reiterate what I've just said on the so-called, quote-unquote, foreign agents
и по людям,
and people
себя позиционируют как несистемная позиция.
People who portray themselves as the non-systemic opposition. I think I've responded to your CNN colleagues. But I think these are the rules of the game, so I have to repeat it when I repeat it to your question. Okay, fine by me, I can do it. The United States has a law that spells out that the United States will support specific entities and organizations in Russia. At the same time, the Russian Federation was labeled as an adversary. They went on the record and said publicly that they will stymie the development of Russia. It begs the question, what kind of organizations the United States and the West will be supporting and pay them if we are an adversary? It's quite clear that, like the United States back in the 30s, we've labeled them as foreign agents, but we haven't banned them. I mean, they can operate, all right? If you're labeled as a foreign agent, that does not preclude you from operating in the country. Well, if it's an extremist organization, that's a whole new story, whole different story. The organization is in question publicly has called for riots and public disorder. It has openly instructed people on how to make Molotov cocktails, so to use them against the law enforcement. It called for the participation of underage person in riots. America has just recently went through grievous chain of events after a certain African-American individual was killed, and an entire movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, appeared. I'm not going to go into details. I will spare you. But we've seen pogroms, we've seen, looting and violations and riots. We sympathize with the Americans, but we do not want for the same thing to happen on the Russian soil, and we'll do anything possible to prevent this. And it's not about me fearing anything. If you want to think that, can you please give the mic?
You didn't answer my question, sir. If all of your political opponents are dead, in prison, poisoned, doesn't that send a message that you do not want a fair political fight?
Значит, по поводу того, кого убьют или в тюрьму бросят. Вот с политическими требованиями люди вошли в Конгресс США.
People went into U.S. Congress with political demands. 400 people are now facing criminal charges.
Им грозит тюремное заключение.
They are facing prison terms of up to 20, maybe 25 years. They are called homegrown terrorists. They are being accused of many other things.
70 было арестовано сразу.
70 people were arrested right there on the spot. 30 of them are still arrested. On what grounds? Not quite clear. I mean, none of the official authorities from the states are informing us about it, so we don't know that. One of the participants, a woman, was shot dead on the spot. She was not threatening with arms or anything. Why am I bringing this up? Many people are facing the same things as we do, and I am stressing this. We are sympathizing with the United States, but we do not want the same thing repeating here. A couple more questions, please.
If you work in healthcare,
And before that, I want to show y'all something that just went down, and then I'll do. Hold on.
Dagestan is not often
This
in the front of our
happened today
mind, except
or
of course we're all
yesterday.
reminded of the awful Boston Marathon bombing, where in the southern region of Dagestan, a synagogue was set on fire and at least one priest was killed at a nearby Catholic church. Authorities say a group of militants armed with automatic weapons coordinated the attacks in the city of Derbent. Meanwhile, police just north of there were involved in a shootout after an attack on a traffic post. Authorities have now launched a terror investigation. CNN's Claire Sebastian is tracking the latest for us from London. So, Claire, what is the latest on all of this?
Yeah, Alison, so authorities are saying that they believe these attacks in two different cities, Makhachkala and Derbent, they're about 80 miles apart, are coordinated. They are, as you say, now investigating these attacks under the terrorism article of the Russian criminal code. The key target seems to have been religious sites. Russian official sources are talking about a synagogue and a church in the city of Derbent being attacked. And we're hearing about a shootout at a church in Makhachkala, where, according to Russian state media, quoting the Dagestani Interior Ministry, 19 people who had been taking shelter in that church are now safe. The Israeli Foreign Ministry has also put out a statement saying that 2 synagogues were involved, one in each city. So the situation right now, extremely fluid. There are videos and accounts coming through on the social media channel of the Dagestani Interior Ministry showing that fighting on the streets of both cities is still ongoing, a major police operation. The death and injury toll has been updated by the Muftiyat. This is the religious Islamic administrative organization in Dagestan. They're now saying that 9 have been killed, of which 7 law enforcement officers, but we believe the other was a priest at a church in Derbent, where, according to the Public Monitoring Commission there, he had his throat slit. So some gruesome details coming through there, and also a security guard. And then on top of that, 25 injured. But as I said, extremely fluid, and we believe still very much ongoing, even though it's now getting pretty late in the evening there in Dagestan.
Okay, Claire Sebastian, thank you very much for all of that reporting. For more, let's turn now to CNN national security analyst Beth Sanner. Okay, so Beth, you just heard Claire's
Watch carefully what she says.
reporting. 9
I'll rewind it when she hits a keynote.
people killed, 7 of them law enforcement, 25 injured. What clues do you see in these attacks?
Well, it does have the hallmarks of an ISIS-K attack, and the viewers will remember the big Crocus City Hall concert hall attack in March, and that killed about 144 people. And then there was a previous one in Iran. Both of those attacks, by the way, the United States warned both Russia and Iran that these attacks were coming, weren't for people. And then there was a previous one in Iran. Both of those attacks, by the way, the United States warned both Russia and Iran that these attacks were coming, weren't heeded. But this looks like another ISIS-K attack to me.
So if this is an ISIS-K attack against a synagogue and a Catholic church, what does ISIS-K want other than death and chaos?
Right. And so this is not just some faraway place, Allison. We are watching right now the threat from ISIS-K, which is based in Afghanistan, now spreading around the world to some extent. So the French recently thwarted an attack related to the Olympics. The Germans, the Euro Cup games, just arrested several people. And we arrested about 2 weeks ago 8 Tajiks also associated with the Islamic State who had snuck in across our border.
I don't believe that, because you're allowing them to be let go. So that's inaccurate information, CNN.
Borders. And so what they're trying to do is, in ISIS-K, they do want to have a caliphate just like they had in Syria and Iraq, but they also want to attack Christians, Jews, non-Muslims.
So how does Vladimir Putin respond to this?
Well, so right after the Crocus attack, the concert hall attack, they wrapped up a cell in Dagestan. They arrested a bunch of people. They're now on trial with the rest of the gang. They were said to have provided the weapons. And we're going to see more of a crackdown. And the Russians, the way they crack down is pretty brutal. But at the same time, that brutality doesn't necessarily eliminate the threat. So in some cases, it worsens it in terms of the extremist views of certain parts of that population. And, ISIS has had a relationship with the Muslim community, not the majority, but, 20% of ISIS foreign fighters in Syria came from Russia and the former Soviet states, and a lot of them from Dagestan. So they're going to crack down, but that we can't expect this to go away.
Dagestan is not often in front of our mind, except of course we're all reminded of the awful Boston Marathon bombing, where the Tsarnaev brothers came from there. So why has this region of Dagestan been allowed to be so volatile and violent for so long?
Well, the ability of the Russian state to effectively deal with these kind of restive provinces. Dagestan is right next to Chechnya. And, another place, the Northern Caucasus, has always been this kind of hotbed of Islamic extremism. And the only way that Russia has dealt with in the past is Chechnya and 2 bloody wars that killed many, many Russian soldiers as well as more Chechens. And then he put a leader in charge that has brutally oppressed that population. So, it's extremely hard to deal with, and especially in a very diverse region. One of the things he's been doing is he's been forcing a lot of Dagestani young men to fight in the war.
Beth Senator, thank you very much for all of your expertise on this.
Thanks.
Hey, Queen. Instead of focusing on small clients or serving individual consumers.
Politics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. In the collection is a painting titled Our Lady of St. Theodore, which shows the Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus, often portrayed as a young child, with her right hand raised in a gesture of blessing. The Virgin Mary is linked with the protection of Constantinople, and is revered as a guardian and patroness of the Byzantine Empire. Again, we see both Jesus and his mother as black, not white. This might cause people to think that perhaps only Jesus and his mother were black. Well, the fact is, according to these paintings, the people among whom Jesus and his mother lived were also black. The famous painting titled Jesus with John the Baptist and the Virgin in the collection shows the mediation of John the Baptist and the Virgin Mary. In this painting, John the Baptist and the Virgin Mary are depicted in a position of authority and judgment alongside Christ, known as Christ the Judge or Christ Pantocrator. John the Baptist and the Virgin Mary are shown with raised hands in prayer, appealing to Christ on behalf of humanity. Another painting from the collection titled Christ Pantocrator presents Christ as the Pantocrator, signifying almighty and all-powerful. Jesus' complexion is dark and black, while he is depicted as the ruler and judge of the universe, with his right hand raised in blessing and his left hand holding a gospel book, symbolizing his role as the Word of God. This portrayal emphasizes Christ's sovereignty, authority, and divine majesty. After seeing these paintings, the earlier doubts about Jesus' heritage and complexion become valid concerns. Jesus' black heritage holds historical significance, situating him in a specific time and place, much like his followers. For centuries, the prevailing depiction of Jesus Christ, particularly in Western cultures, has been as a fair-skinned man with long, wavy, light brown or blonde hair, often portrayed with blue eyes. However, the Bible does not physically describe Jesus, and evidence suggests he likely looked quite different from this traditional portrayal. Biblical narratives indicate Jesus was a Jewish man born in Bethlehem and raised in Nazareth, Galilee, during the 1st century. While the Bible mentions Jesus beginning his ministry around the age of 30, it offers little detail about his physical attributes, except to suggest that he did not possess remarkable beauty or stand out physically, as Isaiah 53:2 implies. Another mention is in Revelation 1:14-15, where John has a vision of Jesus. It describes his hair as white like wool, his eyes as fiery, his feet as glowing bronze, and his voice as powerful like rushing waters. Even though the depiction is not explicit, it clearly leans toward black features and physical traits. But why does Russia stand apart in depicting Jesus and his people as black in religion?
Why don't you own commercial real estate? Yes, you. Why don't you own commercial
religious artworks? Well, the answer lies in the fact that Russia got disconnected from the Byzantine Church when the whitewashing of religious paintings started. This was due to the Mongol invasion and occupation of Russia, known as the Golden Horde, which profoundly influenced the region's ties with the Byzantine Empire and the broader Christian world. Beginning in the early 13th century, the Mongols launched a series of military campaigns that resulted in the establishment of the Mongol Empire, one of history's largest continuous land empires. This expansion brought them into contact with various civilizations, including Russia. Until then, Russia had been in contact with the Byzantine Empire, significantly adopting its religious beliefs. But in 1237, the Mongols launched a devastating invasion of the Russian principalities, which were fragmented and unable to mount a unified defense. The invasion culminated in the Battle of the Sit River in 1238, where the Mongols emerged victorious. Subsequently, they gained control over the region, establishing the Golden Horde as a vassal state and imposing tribute on Russian princes. The Mongol occupation significantly reshaped Russia's connections with the Byzantine Empire and the wider Christian world. Before the invasion, Russia had close ties with Byzantium, particularly in religious matters, as the Eastern Slavic peoples had embraced Byzantine Christianity. The Russian Orthodox Church regarded Constantinople, the Byzantine capital, as its spiritual center. However, the Mongol invasion disrupted these ties. With much of Russia under Mongol control, communication and trade routes suffered, severing contact with Byzantium. Additionally, the invasion strained the Russian Orthodox Church as the Mongols imposed their administrative structures, occasionally clashing with the church's authority. It's believed that before the invasion, both Russia and the Byzantine Empire had similar artworks. However, after the invasion, the whitewashing of religious artworks began in Europe, unlike in Russia, which remained under Mongol rule for another 250 years. Consequently, Russia stands alone in preserving religious artworks, where Jesus and his people are depicted as black, while the rest of Europe whitewashed such artworks. The religious artworks in Russia offer compelling evidence that, until now, Jesus, his mother, and his people were portrayed inaccurately. Concealing Jesus' complexion altered the narrative, presenting him solely as the savior of white people, which did not align with the full story. However, acknowledging Jesus as black provides coherence, considering the parallels between the suffering endured by black people and that of Jesus. What do you think? Was Jesus black or white, given that he was from Israel, a region where black people lived? What's more opinion on why Europe tried showing Jesus, his mother, and his people as white? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on whether all Jesus paintings should be changed and whether Jesus should be depicted in real complexion, black. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe.
Now let's edit the video. Now you know what's been going on. You take your own, you can think about it all you want, but we know the truth. That's why I'm probably going to end up moving to Russia. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly. Oh, I forgot. I got to do the background. Give me a second, you guys. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back. Fiddlesticks. Let's try it again. Okay. There it is. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from today?
Sure. My name is Sarah Roach Lewis. I'm a
How did I do it last time? Something. There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from today?
Sure. My name is Sarah Roach Lewis. I'm a feminist business strategist and author, and I am.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from today?
Sure. My name is Sarah Roach Lewis. I'm a feminist business strategist and author, and I am in Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Before we get started with that, I want to make sure there's sorry. Trying to find a good. Come on. Give me something. What is this? Let me see something. You can always find it in there. Hi, everyone. Welcome to. That's more advanced. There's got to be some new, more new, realistic. Let's see how this looks. That's not what I want to do. What just happened to my music? Just look at it first. I don't like how that moves, so push. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Yellow. Okay, let's just put the headline. It's not going to work. I need something that. Hold on, you guys. I want to see what is this? Give me a second. Headline titles are list. I'm not signing in. I don't want to give. Already they making me mad. I don't want none of this. Music, sound effects, footage, templates. Let me see. I could go on to Canva and try to get away with it. For right now, that's what I think I'm going to do. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to do what I did last time. Okay, Canva it is. $3. No way. Never mind. Canva. Let's see. So let's just go to all templates. Logos. All podcast videos. I'm just checking them out right now, you guys. We're going to see if this works. If it doesn't, then I'll worry about where to go later. I want that. Okay. Try it again. Stretch it out a little bit more. Who else? What else? Let's try it again. It just happened. Oh no, we can't have that. Okay. Okay. We're going to download this. We're going to see how this looks on my chart. What just happened? Now the button want to act up. Why is my shit acting up? There we go. Share. Download. Download. Once that downloads, download. This is what I'm gonna have to do. Elements. Kind of like go back. It's another one. Come on. Something about a podcast. That was like a movie type thing. We need it in red. This should do. You got anything in red? No. Okay. Customize this template. Got music. Where's the music? Okay. I know they have music. So now I just gotta find the music. You didn't mean to do that. Let me see. I'm gonna extend that. I can't extend it. What? So instead of doing that, they won't let me extend as far as I can go. Let me try. Okay. Go back. Go back. Go back. Wait. Back. Back. Now we're going to go to text. Make it white. When you want to watch. Here we go, right there. No, dismiss Grammarly in a bubble. This is why I hate doing this, because I get too invested. No, that's not going to work. I thought it was going to work. Okay, let's download this too. Okay. Now what? Now that we did that, go back to the it's downloading. I no longer wants to use this, boss. Delete that. Delete that. Come here. Import. Is the other one still downloading? Okay. I didn't do much, but I'm trying to do my best. I'll be back. Theater. Where is it at? OMFNG. They won't play. Let's do it again. There's no reason why I shouldn't play. The other one played. This is why. This is why I don't like doing stuff. There we go. Here we go. So I kind of did that wrong. I'll do that as like a sort of commercial for the next part. Condense it. everyone. Kimberly Cloud. I have a. This is just starting off. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly. What is going on with my spelling? You know what? I could do this as a Kimberly Cloud production as it's moving, but whatever. I keep it like this for now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from today?
Sure. My name is Sarah Roach Lewis. I'm a feminist business.
Sorry, I have to. Now, go back here because everything else is easier to do, but I have to make sure. Hi. Wait. Hold on. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Oh, no, I know how to do it. How the fuck you disconnect the attached audio? Yeah. On here later. Thank you.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Yes, thank you so much for having.
We need a black thing. Where is it at? That's new. I never knew that was there. Come on. Kind of like put that. Oh, hell no. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here. Started at 14 minutes and 21 seconds. What else? Part 2, ending. Delete that. Hold on. One more. Ending credits. No, that's not what I want. Ending credits. How does this work? No, it's not showing what I want. What this is. Okay, that's too many Kimberly Clouds. Wait. It's not co-host. It's guest star. Sarah Roach. What's her name? Kelly Rowe. Okay. I wish I can do that, but it's no need to do it because I don't have that yet. Start from the beginning. This is just the start. Try it again. I'm getting tired of seeing these same old BS. Okay. This is what I mean. I can put some music. This can stay. But I'm going to put it right there. In between there. Let me close that out before it messes up. Now what, Kim? Music. Wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go here. It should be done. I'm gonna start playing around with it more and more until I can get what I need, because it's a little different.
Thank you.
One more thing. And then I'll watch it. I have a very, very special guest here for the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from today? Okay, so let me write down everything I'm going to do tomorrow, because I think I have an appointment tomorrow. finish video, watch it. Then what else? Let me look at my appointments. Why did I do that? Why didn't anybody tell me? Let me go ahead and make this smaller because I have appointments. Stop the screen. We're going to see. Actually, I don't think I can make those. Let me see something real quick. Where is it at? Nope, I won't be able to make those. So let me write them. Whoever is cooking something smell good is crap. I have an appointment at 8 o'clock. Let me write them. Can we do 11 a.m.? I have an appointment at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Can we reschedule for 11 a.m. Pacific time? Let me know so I can make your banner. Let me write Joy. I have an appointment to be at that requires me to be there in person. Can we reschedule for 12 p.m. Pacific? And I'll make the banner again. Joy. Oh, I have to sit up there and interview him. I know he's a little mad, but he has to understand. uh, I hate that. He's connected to Kelly Clarkson and Johnny Knoxville. Maybe one day I'll be paying him to get married on a beach. On a beach with dark black sand. I haven't been married in a minute. Amazing. The Kelly Clarkson, Britney Spears. I hate to have to do this, but I have to do this. Inside Edition. He probably won't be able to do it no more, but it's okay. At least he sat up there and got my attention. I would love to have him on my show. Long Beach, Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Every time somebody say that, they die. like, like who? Biggie. I mean, Will Smith didn't die for saying that. No, it was LL Cool J who started that. People all over the world, what happened to that? Join hands. I love what I do, man. Can't nobody sing like Kelly Clarkson. Can't nobody sing like her. You know how they be like, can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane. Can't nobody sing like Kelly Clarkson. Oh, man. I hope he say yes, man. I hope Joy say yes, too. Hopefully something good will happen tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Everything is showing. That shouldn't be showing. That's why I hate shirts like this. Anyway, that is embarrassing. Even people like Taylor Swift have moments where their wardrobe malfunction. This is a very loose shirt. And I shouldn't have to explain it. It's just the accident that happened. So yeah. Other than that, I hope that the guy will give me a chance. I would really, 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 really feel appreciated. I hope that he don't say, well, let's reschedule for another. I'm gonna be like my little heart is gonna have palpitations and a myocardial infarction. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, this myocardial infarction is yeah. If you don't know what a myocardial infarction is, it's a heart attack. And I think no, that was Demi Lovato. Let me give your heart a break. But if you want guaranteed to knock your heart out with a myocardial infarction, follow Mr. Fauci. Guarantee you make my heart stop. Literally. I'm just joking, man. Just jokingly joke. But I appreciate those two wonderful people for wanting to be on my show. I hope that I can do this 11 o'clock and 12 p.m. tomorrow. But this is an important appointment I have to go to. And if I sit up there and cancel this, it won't look good on me. It's a VA appointment. So anyway, if you're out there watching Mr. Katz, thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you. As soon as you say yes, I'm making your banner, whether it's 10 o'clock at night, 11. If I'm up, I'm up. I'm up, feet up like a paraplegic. You know, a lot of people too. I remember the Santa Barbara. She was a Caucasian white woman. I think she was the governor. No, she was a Congress member, and she took something. She cut the ribbon, and she was like, "Let it rain." You know, when a white person say that, it's so funny, yo. I'm not prejudiced, but when she said, "Let it rain," I'm thinking Little Wayne. I was like, "Whoa, man!" She acknowledged him, and that, you know, when white people acknowledge black people in some of their music, I appreciate that. When they acknowledge somebody like me, I appreciate that. That's what make me work hard. I've been looking up all day. I was so flabbergasted. I probably won't make the October 12th graduation, but I don't care. But let me tell you the story behind what I was doing all day. No, I wasn't doing that. Seriously. I was for 2 whole hours I was looking up flights and how much it costs for a hotel room to rent a car and to hotel room, rent a car, and catch a flight. Don't you know it was five? It has to be a catch there. I'm scared. Because when I went to Travel Velocity, or however you pronounce the crap, to get to Dallas, Texas from Seattle, Washington, it's $541 for everything. The hotel room for 3 days, the rental car, Nissan Sentra, and for the flight. I said, it's no way. When he said 541.82, I was like, come on now, 5,000? He was like, no, 54182, 500. He never said 500. He kept saying it. I said, send me the invoice and I'll look it up. So yeah, man, that's what keeps me going, man. That shit keeps me going, knowing that I'm about to graduate. This is about to be my hardest class thus far. Now, the good thing about this class is if I have any problems, I speak with the teacher and request, now somebody burning some crap, and request, you know what, don't do it, Kel. Don't let your inner Blackie come out. Anyway, you know what I like the most? I knew I would lose my train of thought. You know what I like the most? What was I going to say? I was going to say, because I love food. When I start smelling something, I love it. Like, for instance, they have this Indian bread. I didn't mean to change the subject. My mind goes haywire when I see and smell food. But they got this, it's not even called bread. It's not called pita bread. It's called something else. And it's on the shelves of Safeway, where you got your bread, you got your meat, and you got your rice. And I call it bread for now, but you rip it, you break it open, and it's so soft, so chewy, so beautifully executed. This Indian woman who made this cuisine, they got hot, medium, and not hot. And I don't like hot because it make my nose run like I'm in a gas chamber again. But I was so flabbergasted by the $582 or whatever. I was so happy though that, you know, like I said, I do it because it keeps me going. This is going to be the hardest class, and I'm supposed to be getting a tutor possibly for this class so I can graduate. This is the hardest class of the whole regime, the whole course load of work. Everything else is going to be writing of easy abundance. I can write, I got Grammarly now. And so this is the data. It's going to be statistics. Statistics. Nobody likes statistics. They keep telling me, well, you may pass it. You're doing good enough. No. When I was in statistics in my bachelor's program, that was geared towards psychology statistics. And I did not like it. I was so scared. I was up in the teacher's face every day. I was like, only at Coppin. Only at Coppin. They like, whoa, Miss Cloud. And then I had this data class in my junior year because I took accelerated classes. That's what I do. I take accelerated classes. I'm nothing special, but I like to take accelerated classes. And it was this statistical bell curve shape for all those smart people that know the bell curve shape and all the points and districts and cities of the daggone, look up bell curve shape. It seemed easy, but it's definitely not easy. I forgot all about that. And when I read the course, I tried to get into the course secretively, and they said, it's not up yet, Kimberly. Come back fucking later. I'm like, damn, man. Oh my God. What do I have to look forward to on Tuesday? So I have another appointment at 7 and an appointment at 10. And after 11, I'm free. So I have to switch around some appointments pretty much, But other than that, man, I am doing good. Nothing's really wrong with me. It's hot, and when it gets hot, people get very lethargic. In the cold, I get a little lethargic, but in the heat, I get very lethargic. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I just try to stay out of the heat, man. I just try to stay out of the heat. If you can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. And I stay out that kitchen over there. Do you know there was a full moon a couple of days ago? After the full moon, I was so tired. I was so drained, man. And it's nothing really wrong with me. I get my colonoscopy August 30th. And the last colonoscopy I had, I'll let y'all in on some information because I want y'all to know the last colonoscopy I had a couple of polyps. But it's just the fact that I'm taking care of it. I'm supposed to have endoscopy done and colonoscopy. And then I'm supposed to talk about my whatever stomach problems, which I have a few that I have, and get my health together, and that's what I mean when I say get my health together, so pretty much that and a couple of other closing doors, and yeah, it's a scary thing, for a colonoscopy to you have to keep repeating them and stuff. But I'm going to the best hospital. I don't want to talk about what hospital. I don't want to give out that information because, of people who like to bribe and blackmail doctors, so that's what's going on with that. And as long as it's not the hospital next to the jail, I'm good. And I'm going to re-verify that it's not the hospital next to the jail system, just in case they say, oh, it's the hospital next to the jail system. There's a lot of good hospitals out here, but I am not going for, what is that hospital called? I forgot the name of the hospital, but whatever. I'm not saying they do poor care, but you know, I'm very picky about my health care after what happened to me a couple of years ago. You know, people done got away with taking advantage of me inside the hospitals, and it just got worse and worse, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, God sees everything, NSA sees everything, people see everything. You know, the ones that were good, you know, the ones that were bad, it just make me sick, man. I wish you don't know what I wish on them for doing that to me at the hospital. Nobody will give me the tapes because they know that what they did to me was wrong. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. If somebody was doing that to you, messing with your mouth, messing with your uh, personal assets down there, your everything. The cartel is deep in Santa Maria. I'll put it to you like that. And it's a sad story. I'm not gonna cry over these motherfuckers, man. They're not gonna break me. But one day they're gonna get in trouble for doing it to somebody else, and I'm gonna come forward in the videos. All I wanted was the videos. All I wanted was the videos. The same at the jail system in King County. They refused to give me they said title whatever, BS. If I was CNN or any major company like Fox News, you would have to give it up. But since I'm just one small person, you just muscle me. Just like my own apartment building that I was at. I'm going to dispute that charge. I'm going to dispute that charge. You're not going to I told you what happened. It wasn't on your street. It was right across the street from your street. Cartel. And no, I'm not doing a walkthrough. I took pictures already. I don't want to see nobody. So, you know, I have a lot on my mind. I'm going to dispute it with the creditor, not the company. They think that they play black people. You know, you put a person that's Hispanic in power, and this is what they do. They could have easily dropped the. I had the proof, and I didn't want to even argue with her. It's just sad, man. It's really sad. You want to know how I feel? That's how I feel. You could have easily dropped it, but because somebody is putting a little birdie in your ear about me, and because you don't like me and you never liked me, you know, I give everyone a chance, and they always fail miserably. Period. So I have every right to be, you know, you have police officers that are suspect against black people, suspect now, there's very suspect against Hispanics, ISIS, and other, you know, organizations. But I'm suspect against Hispanics, and I have every right to be because of what they do to me. They harass me. They harass me and they make it hard for me. I don't care how nice they are to me. If they're not doing something tremendously good for me, then I don't want to be around them. Because it's always something negative that they're doing. They're suspect to me. The ones that are good turn bad because of the cartel threatening them. The same with the white people. They threaten the white people to do harm or cause harm. Every time there's a white woman in the studio of the apartment building, they muscle or blackmail the white person to get out, and they make them into Hispanics. Everywhere I went, and I wonder what's going to happen here. I just want a comfortable place to stay. My rent got jacked up. Not here. I ain't talking nothing bad about here. I could say you'll be waiting forever, go into collections, but that's gonna mess up my record. So I'm gonna dispute it and consolidate my credit. I'm not paying for that because I know what happened, and you know what happened. I showed you 2 different police reports. I had the picture. I showed you the pictures, the police reports. How crooked can you be? I'm dropping off the keys. I don't even want to do a walkthrough because once they clean it, it's over. Just charge me and I'll dispute it on the creditors team. I got what I needed and I'm not using nobody. I just am a tenant that wanted to. And you know what? Let me write that down. I'm going to the people that deals with helping with rent and being railroaded by places like this company. Let's see what these lawyers do for me. Because once they hear the word Kimberly Cloud, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with her. So anyway, I'll go there and fight for the charges to be lowered because they jacked up every charge on the books. And she told me something different. She wouldn't even talk to me until I engaged in talking to her about what was going on. So I'm just going to drop off the keys to the new lady and I'm going to say I don't want to do a walkthrough. I don't want my car sitting out there in fear somebody will poke a hole in it or do some vicious stuff. I don't want to have to wait on him to do a walkthrough because I know there's nothing wrong with the apartment and I took pictures already. Only thing in there is a bunch of stuff from the refrigerator and I told her she can clean it. But when I thought about how she did that and stuff, that was dead wrong. That was there. She didn't give no leverage. She jacked up a price on everything, and that's not normal. And I'm not going to argue with a woman. I'm not arguing with a woman because I'm not aggressive. I'm only aggressive due to telling the people how I really feel about situations. But I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. And I have no. What goes around comes around. I believe in karma. And that's what I'm going through right now. If you want to know, it's therapeutic for me to talk about it. This is what I go through on a daily basis, being blackballed by people like that. And I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it. It's no way it should be that amount. She knows it and she played really cool with it. And so did I. I don't even want to go by there. I'm just going to go by there, drop off my keys, and leave. There's nothing else for me to do or talk about. There's nothing else to say because I gave you the paperwork. And when I give the lawyer the paperwork and when the judge sees what she did and how she jacked up the prices to go on my credit, they're going to dismiss the case unless they're prejudiced and it's a political thing going on. So that is what's going on with me, my friends. They're not going to do this to me a second time. I'm going to go straight to the court system. Whether I'm huffing and puffing, I'm going to push myself to go to the court system and sit up there and ask how can. Matter of fact, I'm going to call the court system. I'm not doing these trips. I'm going to call the court system and ask, and call my probation officer and ask her, because yes, I'm on probation, and this isn't nothing that should be hidden, because when it comes down to me running for state senator, I'm not doing it this year, and that's why I'm not doing it. I have too much on my plate other than to edit, interview people, and it's all Trump motivated. This is all Trump motivated because I am a Trump supporter. They made it hard for me. It's not about me. It's about facts. You let felons out, ISIS out. You let repeated felons out, and you kept me in and blamed it on my mental health. If it was just my mental health, then why didn't you lower the charges? You wanted it on me. Another nigger with a felony. That's how I look at it. But a murderer that takes a 12-year-old girl, ties her up, humiliates her, and chokes her, gets off, been getting off with his friend. Okay. And I'm not a repeat offender. It's sad, man. It's very, very sad. So I'm about to get off of here. I'm not lying about nothing. And that's the difference between me and everybody else. The reason why some people got felonies is because they were Trump supporters. That's point blank, period. Even Trump got felonies. Think about it. While I was in jail, I was watching them all go to jail. Rudy Giuliani. I watched a couple of them get scared and make a testimony against Trump. Yeah. That's all I'm going to talk about. I want y'all to let that marinate. I want to say 5 different things. Yes, I have a felony. Yes, I have a probation officer. Yes, I went to jail. Yes, I'm running for state senator. Yes, I am on my way for a master's degree. Yes, I'm being followed by the cartel. That's actually 6. Yes, I'm being harassed by the cartel members and members that are Mexican and lower class in higher class positions. Yes, they want to tamper with my car. Yes, they want to kill me. These aren't illusions. I've been saying this for 4 years. What part of it is not the truth? Even before I went to jail. As soon as I said I was running for president of the United States, I went to jail. Remember that when I said I was running for president? Every woman I ever came across that I told, don't watch my show if you're going to be biased. And they were all biased at the YWCA downtown in Seattle. It's on camera with them. It's corrupt here. And that's why I'm running, because this was mistakenly done to me. I was given drugs. That's the only way they can get to me. Giving me drugs illegally in a condensed general population. They waited for me to go to sleep because they kept me up to 11, 12 o'clock, and I'm usually in bed by 8, 9 o'clock. Or else I'm grumpy. Verify it with my family. I'm in the bed by 8, 9 o'clock. Or I'm grumpy. It's messed up what they did, man. And you know, I can sit and boo-hoo about it, but I'm a strong Black woman. I enjoy interviewing people, and I look forward to interviewing people. That's what's keeping me going by. I don't want to ever lie to you guys like I'm just lying. I'm not lying to you guys about anything. There's some things I will never say, but as far as lying, no, I will never lie to you guys. I hope and I know that God will understand what I've been through in the circumstances, the environment, the people, the situations that I've been through will help with me going to heaven. I didn't live a Harvard life or a Howard life or any type of prestigious college life. I come from the ghetto, a slave plantation, Billingsville Elementary, William Beans Elementary in Maryland. I didn't have a fighting chance since childhood. And I'm trying to make myself a fighting chance now. So that's what I'm about. I know I don't have many books. You know, people are trying to discredit my book. When I wrote it, they made sure they messed it up. Dude, and I think it was the cartel as well. They messed it up. They made errors purposefully. It's like, when is it going to stop? I may be illiterate, but when you putting a book out there, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I may don't read certain things. And let me explain that. I'm not illiterate, but what I mean, I was being sarcastic. What I mean by that is I may misspell things like a normal person do. Even doctors misspell and have to go over their work. When I misspell things, I don't proofread it or go back on it. That was not a Sigmund Freud slip. That was honest. What I'm saying now. Like I said, I don't proofread all the time. I just assume that these words are written like I want them to be written, and therefore it makes me look bad. And lately I've been going back because I'm going to have to do it for the doctorate's program. So I might as well get used to it. And I've been doing a little bit better every day. No, I am not illiterate. Do you see that in the background? I earned those things. Those things weren't just given to me. I earned them. I don't know what else to say, man. Other than I may not be on certain people levels, but I know more about the world than certain people in higher up executive levels. Because I literally, man, whoever's cooking, they cooking with a wok. They cooking something with soy sauce. They cooking some type of veal meat, and it smells so good. I got all that meat back there in there. Anyway, I'm so hungry right now. I'm about to get off of here, but yeah, let me get off of here. I can't wait until this week. I just wanted to tell, if y'all out there watching and y'all want to be interviewed by me, fine. If y'all don't, just cancel the appointment. I understand. I won't talk junk. I just let it be. But I'm not, what I do on my documentaries and what I do on my shows is my documentary, because this documents what I was thinking, how I was thinking, what I'm about. Like was if I really was a bad person, don't you think the FBI would have arrested me by now? And some of the crooked FBI couldn't arrest me. So allegedly somebody poisoned me with this methamphetamine because they knew I was rightfully telling the truth. But since I was a Trump supporter, nobody cared. I am a Trump supporter. I would have kept going around in circles though. I wouldn't have had this car. I wouldn't have had this apartment. And I damn sure wouldn't have had leverage like I do now. Some people can't even go through, they wouldn't even be able to go to the projects of the DC projects and talk amongst people about ways to get the projects to not persuade Black men and women to sex traffic and sell their souls and sell drugs. If you're in the projects, you have a 90% chance you will be selling drugs the rest of your life, drinking alcohol, like it's all in there. 211, Old English, poison, night train, poison to our Black people. You can't relate.